go straight into Belchior como nossos país. I've done this reaction, actually. This is probably one of my first reaction to Brazilian music, and it was awesome. Elis Regina, and I didn't understand everything at the time. Now I want to look into this a little bit more in depth, also with the lyrics. Hit the notification bell. I also did a cover of Belchior that you can check out. I would really love if you check out the cover.
Não quero lhe falar, meu grande amor, as coisas
I love it.
que aprendi nos discos. Quero lhe contar como eu vivi e tudo que aconteceu comigo. Viver é melhor que sonhar. E eu sei que o amor é uma coisa boa, mas também sei que qualquer canto é menor do que a vida de qualquer pessoa. Por isso, cuidado, meu bem.
Por isso, cuidado, meu bem.
Não há perigo na esquina. Eles venceram e o sinal está fechado para nós que somos jovens.
Somos jovens.
Para abraçar teu irmão e beijar minha menina na rua.
Man, I love the guitar on the other side that is doing all this beautiful embellishment, right? And Belchior that is just with this shouty stance that he has in his voice. And live sounds great, man. Sounds really, really great. I just, I took an advice from one of you guys. It's like, okay, just translate the song in ChatGPT, and I asked to do more the poetic nuances. So I don't want to tell you, my love, about the things I learned from records, from the songs. I want to tell you how I lived, everything that happened to me. Living is better than dreaming. I know love. It's a beautiful thing, but I also know that no song can ever be bigger than a person's life. I have to recompose myself. I have to recompose myself. Belchior, eh? I have to recompose myself. Fucking great. Sorry for the French, but that was fucking awesome. Oh my god. I'm just in love with this guy. So be careful, my love. There is danger on the corner. They won, and now the light is red for us. For those of us who are young, to hold my brothers close, to kiss my girls out in the street. That's what my lips, my arms, my voice were made for. Wow. Wow.
É que se fez o meu lábio, o meu braço e a minha voz. Você me pergunta pela minha paixão. Digo que estou encantado com uma nova invenção. Vou ficar nesta cidade, não vou voltar pro sertão, pois vejo o bico vindo no vento. O quê? O cheiro da nova estação. E eu sinto tudo na ferida do meu coração.
Sinto tudo na ferida do meu coração. I feel, what I feel is this wound that I have in my heart. Oh boy, man.
Já faz tempo eu vi você na rua, cabelo ao vento, gente jovem reunida.
Well, you know, I have to tell you one thing. I don't know if this is like because Belchior has a different accent in Portuguese, but you know that I listen to these and I understand many more words than when I, for instance, like, I don't know, other accents, maybe from Rio de Janeiro or Sao Paulo, I don't know, but I have the feeling that I understand him better. Can it be? Like, is it really this huge difference? Like, the way he pronounces the word, I can detect many more words and meaning than actually other songs. It's kind of strange.
Na parede da memória, esta lembrança é o quadro que dói mais. Minha dor é perceber que apesar de termos feito tudo que fizemos, ainda somos os mesmos que vivemos. Ainda somos os mesmos que vivemos como nossos pais.
Ainda somos como, like, inside we are like our parents. Wow. All right, let's continue here. I want to continue reading. So be careful, my love. We did that. You asked me about my passion. I tell you I'm enchanted, like something just invented. I'll stay here in the city. I will not go back to the countryside because I can feel on the wind the scent of a new season. Wow, this reminds me a little bit of Bob Dylan's song, right? There is a similar expression in Bob Dylan songs. I feel it also in the open wound of my heart. That phrase, beautiful. It's been a long time. I saw you in the streets, hair in the wind, young people gathered. And on the wall of memory, that moment is the painting that hurts the most. What hurts is knowing that despite everything we did, we are still the same. We still live. We're still the same. We still live just like our parents did. Wow. This is such a realistic thing, such a realist, right? I mean, I'm really curious. Obviously, in this period, I can understand that Belchior for sure was leaning more towards being democratic left, right? The way we imagine being a liberal of 20 years ago, not the liberals of today, at least not me. I was a liberal. I always thought that I was a liberal myself, but now I'm leaning more into, you know, like, I don't agree with, for instance, like American Democrats a lot. But I'm very curious about Belchior. Like, it's obvious that he was against the regime and he was left-leaning, like probably everybody at the time, you know, because that was a completely also different meaning, against the status quo, against the censorship, against all this tyranny that was real. But I also have a sense that Belchior is a realist. It's not somebody that just joins a party. You know, if I feel that he's a man of spirit, a man of common sense, that he will be also not shy to move away, let's say, from the party ideals or something, you know, like if he was to join any. But I don't think he's somebody that will join any. I think he's somebody that observes the system and it calls it out, you know, for what it is. I have this sense. I might be wrong because I don't know Belchior very much, but I get this feeling. I sense this that makes him even more similar to Bob Dylan in that sense. Bob Dylan, I think it's very similar also politically, and somehow makes me like Belchior even more. I mean, I might be wrong, so I'm curious also for some of you that know him better.
Nossos ídolos ainda são os mesmos e as aparências não enganam, não.
Wow.
Você diz que depois deles não apareceu mais ninguém. Você pode até dizer que eu estou por fora ou então que eu estou enganando, mas é você que ama o passado e que não vê. É você que ama o passado e que não vê que o novo sempre vem. Nova consciência e juventude está em casa, guardado por Deus, contando os seus metais. Minha dor é perceber que apesar de termos feito.
Man, I think I want to do a cover of this one as well. I want to do a cover of this song as well. It's a little bit more complicated. I think I need to study more the lyrics. But I love the meaning. It just gives me fucking goosebumps. Huge song, already in English. It's so powerful, this song. And now I know it well, that one who inspired me with dreams of a new consciousness, a new youth, is now home, guarded by God, counting up his medals. And what hurts is knowing that despite everything we did, we're still the same. I mean, I like this part right here because, okay, I need more context here, but I have a sense that the people that have inspired me could be Che Guevara, I don't know, maybe. I'm just saying. Maybe some other political figures, also from somewhere else, that has stoked the fire of, change, revolution, with dreams of a new consciousness for the whole. In a sense, this ties also to that moment that was basically everywhere, also in the States, mostly for the hippies, right? That gave birth to all that folk music from Bob Dylan, Johnny Mitchell, and all that great stuff, right? It was there, right? Around the world. That sense, like, there is a passage from, oh my God, what's his name again? The famous writer that was friend with Johnny Depp, Hunter S. Thompson, that he was describing some of the moment. Like, I remember just this phrase that he said, like, we had the sense that we were winning, in that time, that something really was changing. I'm paraphrasing. And I get that sense also in this song. They're expressing similar things in different moments, in different countries, but that kind of unison of the collective consciousness, it's fantastic. And I love it being captured in such a tremendous, gigantic song, man. What a gigantic song. This is again becoming another of my favorite. No wonder that people love so much this song, and also the interpretation of Alice Regina, but even the interpretation of Belchior, man, wow. And then at the end, that kind of sense, like, I was inspired by you, and now you're just home, protected by God. And also this reminds me a little bit of a song of Bob Dylan, where, he talks about, the country with the God on our side, right? Oh my God, that song is also so fucking beautiful. And so this ties also with this a little bit, like, he's now home, guarded by God, counting up his medals. The person that inspired me is basically now retired, and it's sort of like enjoying his achievement, So in a sense, also losing the sight of what really matters in that ambition of trying to change something. Was it for the medal? Did he get a reward because of that, let's say, behavior? Is it God on his side? That type of thing. So it's very fascinating. Do you feel that you're a just person, and therefore God will reward you? I see also a little bit of I sense some kind of sarcasm here, a little bit as well, and a painful realism also. Wow, Belchior, man.
Tudo que fizemos ainda somos os mesmos e vivemos. Ainda somos os mesmos e vivemos. Ainda somos os mesmos e vivemos como nossos
Man, I get the song, man. I fucking have goosebumps, man. I get the song. Wow. Masterpiece of Brazilian music, masterpiece overall, I wish more people understood, the richness of music around the world, man. There are so many songs to learn. It's